Hello there, Libra. This is Sophie with Lady of the Unknown Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me in your reading today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so excited you decided to join us. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your love, support, contributions, and above all, just being my confirmation that I'm in alignment with my life purpose. You have my undying gratitude. So my loves, this is going to be your general love reading. Please keep in mind that the messages today do not have time frames. So if you're here, it's because there's something here that will help you close off a past situation, maneuver around a current situation, or anticipate and prepare for a future situation. All right, so if today's reading does not resonate, please take a look at last month's reading, because my readings do tend to read out 2 to 3 months ahead of when you find this one. So my sweet friends, let's find out what's going on with you, Libra, and what you need to know moving forward. Now, Libra, I have not done anything physical at all this morning, and yet I feel myself out of breath. I think you're realizing, Libra, that you're coming to the end of your rope. Now, for those of you who are connecting with a Virgo, the energy is interchangeable, okay? However, if you've been holding back some type of secret, it's going to be revealed, okay? Either you're going to talk about it, or the person, the Virgo you're connecting with, has so much suspicion that something will be found out, whether intuitively or otherwise. Okay, Libra, so if you are the one hiding something from your Virgo counterpart, that is about to come to an end. So it might be wise of you to open discussion. Okay, at the very least, if that is not the choice you make, then brace yourself. Because for Virgo, a lot is coming undone. A lot is coming undone, Libra. Okay, you had, in the pre-shuffle, you had the 8 of Pentacles come out along with the Fool. So you may be taking a risk in where you put your dedication. Okay, you may have been putting things, you may have been, Libra, putting money aside for when you decide to exit. Okay, when you decide to exit this commitment, which was actually a fear of Virgo's. Okay, Virgo knows. Virgo is very intuitive about everything that's happening, and whether it's revealed on its own or not, Virgo seems to be pretty decisive on where they stand. So if you're cross-watching, okay, see, Fool coming out again. Confirmation for me. Okay, so Libra, please be very careful. This is for those of you who are connecting with a particular Virgo that I was reading for. And again, the energy can be interchangeable. So if, Libra, you find yourself to be resonating more with Virgo's reading, then that could be vice versa, right? The Virgo you're connecting with could resonate with this reading here for you, all right? So let's see what's going on with you, Libra. Now, that's for those of you that are connecting with that particular Virgo, all right? I feel very drawn to tell you that, Libra, if the Virgo reading resonates with you, and the underpinnings of the suspicions the Virgo has is kind of revealing what it is you're going through, then they're on that doorstep. They're on the cusp of finding everything out, which, you know, we all make our beds, right? We all make our beds and we all lay in them. So how you move forward in this connection is really your call, okay? But I have to throw that out there because that was such a specific message. Some of you, okay, outside of that particular storyline, let's get back to the general. Libra, for some of you, you could be connecting with an Aries. Okay, you could have Aries very strong in your chart. You could be thinking about having a new beginning, Libra, with an Aries. Or, you know, taking some type of risk in traveling, right, with the 3 of Wands. You could be thinking about traveling in order to become closer to this person. You're currently in separation. So for those of you connecting with an Aries, or who have Aries very strong in their chart, you are connecting with someone who you are in separation with. Yeah. They may have made a decision for work, right? This separation could have been work related. At the very least, the idea of closing the distance between you guys is inspired by the desire to strengthen your commitment to one another. Okay, so if this is something, maybe if that fits your energy more, Libra, if you're the one that moved away for work, this particular person feels so drawn to you that if you guys were to discuss moving arrangements, if you were to discuss possibly, you know, one person kind of uprooting and moving to the state where you got your new job, this person would absolutely be totally on board, right? The desire for commitment is there. This could also be a Taurus that you are connecting with, who you are making a decision about. Okay. This Taurus could be someone that is an entrepreneur. right? So they have gone and take a couple of risks, and maybe that's the source of your separation. You're not really too happy with it, but you know that your desire for them in your life is pretty unavoidable. And so you are finding yourself in a place of needing to make a decision to either stay by their side or keep yourself distanced from them for now. Either way, I see both decisions being perfectly fine. It really just depends at that point what resonates more for you. But I find that you're going to be in a good space no matter which decision you make. Okay. Let's see, Libra, what's going on? Four of Wands, stability. This has to do with a home or a desire to plan for a home. Sharing something with this person. Talking about it with this person may be a little bit difficult. Overarching energy is the Knight of Cups with the King of Wands showing up again. So this could be a water sign. Okay, this could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it could just be that this Aries, like we were talking about just now, this Aries person could be thinking about offering their love to you in terms of being willing to converge their life into yours in whatever way that might resonate for you. All right, so your current energy right now, Libra, is the Hanged Man, so you could be connecting with a Pisces, right? If your Virgo has strong Pisces in their chart, go take a look at the Virgo reading. With the Nine of Swords being what is blocking you, what is making this moment of suspension, this thinking things through or hanging on to something very difficult. On your mind, you've got Death. In your heart, you've got the Tower. In the recent past, you've got the Ten of Swords. Coming in, you've got the Queen of Wands. How you see yourself is the Eight of Wands. In your environment, you've got the Six of Pentacles. Your fear is the Empress. Potential outcome is the Four of Pentacles. What's really interesting for those of you who are connecting with the Virgo that I did that reading for the Virgos, the group of Virgos that resonate strongly with the reading that was done for them, your fear is similar to theirs, which is very interesting. Your fear is that they're going to blossom as a result of the separation that might take place, right? They have a similar fear. Okay, so let's just take a look here. So right off the bat, we've got Scorpio very strongly with Death and the Tower. Okay, we've also got Taurus, Libra here, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sag. Yep. Oh yeah, Queen of Wands wanting to come out. Absolutely. Could be connecting very strongly with an Aries, Leo, Sag, with the King of Wands appearing right under the Knight of Cups. For those of you who are connecting with a fire sign, I am seeing you coming up as their counterpart. All right, Libra. So very, very, this particular fire sign is making you lose your cool. They're making you grow up in a sense. They're making you grow up in a sense. Okay. Something about what they bring to the table makes you want to be more. Justice. Making you want to return to the version of yourself that is more balanced and more self-assured and knows what they want, knows how to act in accordance with what they want. Okay, but you're feeling anxious about this. Okay, a lot of things being changed, a lot of things are being upheaved, a lot of transformation. You recently ended something, and it hurt. It hurt. Ace of Swords. Absolutely. Having seen something clearly, maybe having a discussion with someone that had you feeling really, really unsure. Like you knew, but like I tend to say, you know, knowing is not the same as doing. So you can know what the truth is and still be afraid to take that first step, you know, and that's normal. Let's go. I'm seeing a lot of movement here. I know we've got eight of Wands, right, in terms of movement. But I get that for a lot of you, this is going to talk about taking movement forward in your connection with this person. Okay, progressing within the relationship. So let's see. Overarching energy, please. Knight of Wands. Okay, more fire energy. So, kind of like with the King of Swords underneath. So, for me, I'm getting that you are connecting with somebody who knows what they want, but don't really know how to achieve it. That could be the energy that you are also taking, Libra, okay? Because this could be you with the King of Swords, right? You know what you want, but you don't know how to achieve it. So you know that this connection is for you. You know you want to be the most loving individual you can, the most committed individual you can, but you don't know how to embody those aspects, which you know you can be, but have never been before, in order to be with the person that you're connecting with. Does that make sense? The Hanged Man with Judgment, yeah. So there's a big decision that has to be made, and you're holding off on making this decision. Right? You're holding off on making this decision. It inspires so much anxiety and so much lack. It's almost like you're afraid of making the wrong decision, but even more for some of you, Libra, for some of you, I'm getting that you are connecting with someone who is almost 100% what you want, but not exactly who you want, and they've got some deal breakers on the table. They've got some deal breakers on the table, and you don't really want to come to grips with that. Like, you know that there's something about this offer that you should refuse. There's something about this offer that you should refuse, but you're not, because you don't think you're going to meet anyone as good. Right? And that's for some of you. In regards to a Pisces specifically, Libra, if you are connecting with a Pisces, there is something about an offer that they are extending out to you that you know is not enough. And while it's a pretty sweet deal, it's not the deal that was catered for you, that was tailor-made for you. Okay? For others of you, you're holding off on making a really big decision because you're still weighing out the pros and cons, and you're not really sure if this is where the buck stops. You're not sure that this is exactly where you want things to end, or things to begin, right? You're not really sure that this is it for you. Now, on your mind, you've got Death with the Knight of Swords. You could be connecting with a Scorpio, okay? You could be connecting with a Scorpio, or you could be connecting with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. All right, but on your mind, there is something that is very much changing, very, very quickly. A change of heart. Libra, I would not be surprised if you were a Gemini. Okay, if you have Gemini in your chart, I mean, because it's almost like this, you're of two minds, right? You know you want to be settled, but at the same time, you want to move forward. It's kind of like one foot in, one foot out. I want a commitment, but not with this person, because I don't feel like I want to be committed just yet, right? It's kind of like, I'm not really sure what I want, but on your mind, you understand, like there's something, you know something has to be decided on, right? You can't go on living this way, but you can't help that this is how you feel. Right? In your heart space, you've got the Tower with the High Priestess. So again, you're getting these crazy downloads, Libra. You're getting these crazy downloads. You know what you need to do. You know what kind of changes are coming in for you. Right? In your heart, you could also be connecting with somebody who to you embodies the High Priestess. Okay? This could be you, right? This could be you as the High Priestess, knowing, having an intuitive knowing to the point where it's like, almost like clairvoyant, where it's like, you know, in your heart of hearts, this is unavoidable. The fact that you need to make a decision, whatever this decision might be, whether it's about this person or about the energy regarding, like, you know, surrounding you and this person. So maybe for you, it's not about deciding whether you want to be with this person or not, but really on a grander scheme, saying to yourself, okay, I may not want to be with this guy or this girl, but then again, I'm noticing that I really want to be with anybody. Right? What is it about the way I am looking at relationships possibly that is making me feel like being with somebody is really not in the cards? And that could absolutely be reasonable. Not everyone needs to be coupled. You can totally lose yourself in work or your spiritual life or your friendships. There's nothing in the rules that says you need to settle down and be in a commitment with another person. Some people find it enriching, and other people feel like it's not really their tradition to be a part of, right? Some people may feel very comfortable in their solitude and make use of their friendships a lot more than in their romantic relationships, okay? So that's totally normal, Libra, if that's you. I wouldn't be surprised if you had Aquarius somewhere in your chart, okay, if tradition doesn't really resonate that much with you. But again, it's time to explore either why in particular this decision is very difficult for you to make. And it might be about the person that you're making this decision about, or what this person is showing you about the way you view relationships and romance and friendship, right? So either way, your internal environment is changing a lot, right? There's something that you realize you have to understand better to progress forward. Now, in the recent past, you had the Ten of Swords with the Six of Swords. So this is a lot of thought energy, right? A lot of thoughts. Could be connecting with an air sign as well. Okay, this is your energy though. Okay, this is your energy. Okay, Libra. And with the overarching energy that, you know, with the Four of Wands having come out, this is talking about stability, right? This is talking about getting to a point where it's like you've hit another benchmark. So in the recent past, you've realized that stability in whatever form that might be for you. Obviously, this is a love reading, right? But you might be realizing either something very specific about the kind of love you want to be a part of, or the fact that love doesn't quite fit into your life the way you want it to. Okay? Because with the Six of Swords, something stopped you in your tracks. You were making a transition into a better version of yourself, or a better position in your love life that you were beginning to feel very comfortable with, and something held you in your tracks. Something stopped you from transitioning from a place that was more chaotic to a place that was more peaceful and serene. And something or someone has shooken up basically the ground beneath your feet. Whatever foundation it was that you were building this new level of stability, maybe you were in the middle of self-healing, right? And someone has entered your life and you're just like, oh my God, how do I, like, I'm so insanely attracted to you. And you make me want commitment, but I know I am not ready for commitment yet. Kind of like that, right, Libra? Like you're in a freaking transition and someone steps in, you're just like, bro, stop. Like, can't you see I'm in the middle of something here? And they're just like, yeah, but I think you're really cute. And you're like, oh, hair flip. Oh, okay. Well, since you say it that way. Right? It's kind of like that. Like, you know, there's so much unfinished business, but someone has come in and kind of disrupted the peace. Again, you are coming through as the Queen of Wands. They're coming up as the King of Wands. You are coming through as the High Priestess. If I saw the Magician come out here, if you were connecting with a Gemini, Virgo, Aries, especially Gemini, and Virgo, absolutely. And Virgo, I would say if the Magician came out, for sure, some of the strongest bonds that you have right now would be with a Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. For those of you that are connecting with Virgo, you pretty much have a pretty good indication of what that situation is looking like. All right. But let's keep going. So coming in, you've got the Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, Four of Wands again, and the Emperor. All right. You've got the Empress here as a fear, Libra. So with the Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Emperor, okay, someone desires stability, but again, there's so many conflicting energies or opposing opinions, or, you know, the competition could be in your own mind, Libra. With the Emperor here, this is more Aries energy, all right? But with the Queen of Wands and the Emperor, this is kind of like a pair that understands the nature of one another, but may not be able to have the patience to go about daily business without constantly getting into arguments. All right, with the Four of Wands, Five of Wands, this could be the kind of partnership where you're just kind of like, all right, I know why you're crazy, but like, can you please stop being crazy? Like, I know why you're always getting into arguments with me. Like, we both have differing ideas about what stability looks like. Like, I get it, but can you please just listen to me? Like, I'm asking you to put the toothpaste cap back on. Like, can you please just not leave your shoes and socks like scattered all over the living room like I just cleaned? Kind of like that, where it's like, it's not even the fact that it's just like the principle of the thing. Right? You guys have different approaches to the connection. And so what's coming in, if you are connecting with somebody already, this Aries, right, this very strong fire individual, could be Sagittarius. You know, if you are connecting with this person already, there's something surrounding stability that you guys really are not on the same page about. You guys both are very independent, very controlling individuals that together, it like is slightly chaotic. And I feel like because of that, you're not really sure what to do with this person. You see yourself as the Eight of Wands, so you're thinking about moving towards commitment with this person. In the environment, the Six of Pentacles and the Sun, so there's a lot of growth going on. You guys are really trying to create a more balanced atmosphere with each other. Okay, so there is something very magnetic, a pull that you have with this person, very magnetic. Oh, look at that. Behind the King of Wands is strength. So you could be connecting with a Leo. You've got the Sun card here as well, you know, but there's absolutely a potential for happiness, rebalancing, growth. You know, you and this person could have a differing set of ideals, but you guys make a very strong couple, Libra. Okay, very strong couple. So I would say if you have fire in your chart and you're connecting with a fire individual, this is most likely the point of contention. When you really get rid of all the extraneous information, this is really the root of it. The fact that you guys both like to be in control, and when it comes down to it, who gets to be the boss? But the truth is, you guys are both the boss because you guys are both coming together to build something. And so you bring certain strengths to the table, Libra. The person you're connecting with brings certain strengths to the table. And you guys in the environment are coming to a place where you understand that in order to be happy, you have to talk about what commitment is going to look like. With the Hierophant, this is tradition, right? This is restraint. This could be a Taurus that you are connecting with as well. A Taurus that might have fire in their chart, or vice versa, right? Someone though who is very independent, knows what they want, okay? But there's an understanding here that in order to make progress within the commitment, you have to talk about it. You have to sit down and have these discussions. And this could be exactly the type of decision that you're thinking about making. Like you want to be sure of who you are, Libra, before you sit down and start talking about making contracts, and not just marriage contracts, but a lot in the sense of like, Libra, you are a person of your word. You are a person of your word. And so you hesitate saying things or making promises that you can't maintain. And you are at a point of internal change where it's like you don't want to sit down and say that this is the kind of role you're going to assume in the connection, or that these are the type of tasks that you're okay with in the relationship, right? Or that these are your expectations within the relationship, without knowing full damn well that these are things that you can still stand by years from now and say, yes, this is me. Because you like consistent. You like to keep the peace, but you really treasure and value commitment and consistency. Consistency, things that are in alignment with your life philosophy and your values, right? Things that you feel very strongly about. You want to be that person that can stand by what you've said and said, yes, I am going to defend this tooth and nail because this is what I said, and I am a person of my word, and this is my honor, right? This is who I am. I am a fair person. I am a balanced person. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, period, point blank, right? So you're at a point where it's like you're understanding where you are not really sure exactly where you stand quite yet. And so even though you're tempted to enter this commitment with this person, you're still in a point of personal development, self-development, where you're becoming increasingly happier with this person, but true happiness with them won't really come to fruition until you've stricken a balance with this person. Six of Pentacles with the Sun, though, tells me that you guys will grow into this role, right? You guys will grow into this. Now, Libra, it's nice to want to have everything figured out before you enter a commitment, but the truth is, I feel like how you've been up to this point has been pretty fair, okay? And I feel like this person will understand because they too, if there's a lot of mirroring here, okay? Let me just say that there's a lot of mirroring. So between the Emperor, the Empress, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen and the King of Wands having come out, and the Four of Wands coming out twice, I can't deny that this has very strong soulmate energy attached, okay? Very, very strong soulmate energy attached. So if this is someone who you feel mirrors you very significantly, then chances are if you're thinking about commitment, they are also thinking about commitment. And if you guys have tended to be very friendly with one another and very patient with one another, despite your oppositions, right? You guys can kind of be sitting on different ends of the fence and still have respect for each other's opinions, right? This person has been patient in understanding that you are just a different person from them, right? Then going slowly and kind of making it up as you go along while maintaining respect and the gist, right, that you guys want to end up together. I feel like that is going to be balanced enough for now until you can kind of get through this phase. But at the end of the day, it really depends on you. I see you coming through as the Queen of Wands, Libra. So for you, this could be highly, highly, highly spiritual for you. You are undergoing some type of awakening. You are going through some type of internal spiritual shift, where this person that you're connecting with, you feel so intensely drawn to, but you need some time. And for you guys, what I'm seeing is that things are kind of being figured out as you go along. It's almost like you have the headlights on, right? And everything in front of you is pitch black and the road gets revealed ahead of you as you move forward, right? If you sit the car there with the headlights on, you don't suddenly see further down the road. You only see more ahead of you the more you are actively driving down the road. So that's how I feel with you right now. You are at a point where you are steadily moving ahead, but things are becoming revealed to you only as you continue moving forward. Okay, so going slowly, right, moving at your discretion, moving cautiously, moving forward is still progress, even if it's not as fast as you would like. There is some restriction surrounding your movement forward. However, every new level you achieve, either by yourself or with this person or with both, is going to fill you with happiness. This is the kind of growth that is meant for you guys, right? Take it slow, step by step, day by day, conversation by conversation. You guys already have the most important aspect, one of the most important aspects covered, which is the fact that you guys have a very natural, strong connection. But having consistent conversation about what this commitment is going to look like and how things should be balanced in order to make it feel fair, those are conversations that are going to be coming up for you guys, Libra, and balance will be restored and happiness will be achieved. Okay, is what I'm seeing for you. Now the fear here, right, is that maybe expansion will not be achieved in the way that you want, right? That you're going to look at the bright side and you're going to try really hard to look at how you guys can manifest things together, and at the end of the day it's still not going to play out the way you want. However, while I completely validate this fear, because this fear, we all have it, but Libra, I am seeing that if this so far has resonated with you in terms of what this connection with this person looks like, I don't feel like this particular fear is justified. Okay, I feel like there are a lot of things really working in your favor with this person, and especially if they have a mutual respect for you in spite of the oppositions that you guys share about certain traditions or the certain things in relationships and love. You guys have this patience for one another because of how strong your connection is. All right, now with the outcome being the Four of Pentacles, you've got the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. All right, so King of Swords, Knight of Wands. I'm going to pull out one more card for you. One more card, please. Justice, yeah. So Libra. Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven. So you guys already know right off the bat, if you are familiar with tarot, this is kind of the kiss of death. Okay, this is kind of the kiss of death of tarot. Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. Five of Swords is lying. Seven of Swords is cheating. Cheating, stealing, engaging in sneakiness, right? This is, in terms of energy, this is truly just mucky, disgusting energy, right? Just disgusting. With Justice, okay, we have a balancing out of all of these things, okay? In terms of what is being cut away, this bullshit is being cut away. Now, for those of you who are engaging with another air sign, Libra, okay, for those of you who are engaging with another air sign, it could be another Libra, Gemini, Aquarius as well, okay? Because in terms of air, I'm really not seeing any additional air energy here outside of the cause of your feeling of lack. Perhaps you were connecting with an air sign that made you feel cheap, right, Libra? Someone that made you feel like you didn't deserve as much as you are experiencing right now with this other person. I'm seeing air energy in your past with the person you moved away from. So if this isn't somebody, if this isn't just about the fact that you are with someone who you feel truly drawn to, this is also speaking to the fact that there was an air sign that you left behind that made you feel just awful. This person made you feel awful, and they're the reason you are second guessing yourself in the connection that you are currently in. This person that you're connected to makes you feel safe, makes you feel like love and commitment is possible. Whereas there was someone in your past that really just made you feel like, what's the point? Okay, what's the point? With the Four of Pentacles, this is something that you are holding on to that you really need to let go of. This is your energy. You cut bullshit like this out. You cut bullshit like this out. Now, if Libra, if all of this about this person that you are connecting with, okay, if everything about this, that the person that you're connecting with resonates for this person, and you know that you are holding on to something like this that has happened to you outside of this relationship, then this is something you need to cut out. Because what might happen, okay, what might happen here is you're going to hold on, you're not going to talk about it. But you're going to have internalized it to such an extent that just by virtue of you not talking about it with the person you're connecting with, they're going to suspect this kind of behavior from you. They're going to think that because you're not talking, maybe you're hiding some type of manipulation, or you're being sneaky, or, you know, if you are saying things without justifying and explaining yourself, right? You're just saying it because, oh, well, all guys are like this or all girls are like this. They're going to think, okay, then you're lying to me, right? You're probably hiding something from me. You're not telling me the truth. You're manipulating me, right? And so it might be like a self-fulfilling prophecy, Libra, where if you are not transparent with this person who you feel so connected to, if you're not transparent with them, they might assume the worst of you, all because of this air sign, right? The King of Swords with the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands. This clarification could be talking about the fact that this air sign that you had a falling out with in the past is the reason you are doubting what fairness looks like, even though you're in a perfectly fair commitment now. All right? If you are connecting with, let me see, if you're connecting with, hold on, I'm getting something, hold on. Because I'm getting, for those of you who are connecting with Leos, for those of you that are connecting with Leos specifically, give me just a second. For those of you who are connecting with Leos, this is something they've come out of, okay? For those of you that are connecting with Leos, this is something that they are coming out of, and they're the ones that have been left jaded by an air sign or someone that they had a really terrible falling out with. And they are so proud they don't know how to talk to you about what's happening with them. If they have Earth in their chart, this is a hang up. If it's Leo with Earth in their chart, I'm getting strong Taurus. Okay, if they're Leo with Taurus in their chart, they want stability the same way you do, but their pride is not letting them talk to you about what's happened, because in some way they are under the impression that they're the reason things ended in the past, and they don't want to talk to you about this because they're afraid you are going to assume the worst. You're going to say, well, you know what, Leo, you know, I get what you're saying, and I appreciate that you're sharing this with me, but the truth is, like, this is the kind of person you are, and so you know, I really don't know what you want me to say, but I definitely feel like the ending of your last relationship was completely your fault. And so if that's not how you feel with your Leo counterpart, Libra, and you've noticed that they have been somewhat withdrawn from you, they are likely trying to rebalance certain things, but they are having a harder time letting go, right? In order for you to rebalance, you know, past issues, you have to first let go of the fact that they happened. You have to forgive the fact that they happened, let go of the fact that they happened, let go of the pain. And that way you can start to sort things out. But when you're clutching them so hard, like in the Four of Pentacles, where you just can't let go, it's so much a part of you that you're afraid to let go. This person knows there's a need to balance, but they're still holding on to it. Okay? So if they are having this withdrawn nature about them, I'm noticing that they are taking on this kind of like this mask almost. They have this look like maybe they're doing something, when the truth is they don't want to screw things up with you, right? So they are trying really hard to not show how jaded they've become, but in so doing they are also kind of digging themselves into this trap, this hole, where they definitely look like they're up to no good. Okay. But overall, Libra, I'm seeing a tremendous connection with somebody new, but it is somewhat being a little bit, there's this past issue with this air sign that is still kind of like at the underpinnings of your energy, okay? Underpinnings of your energy, and it's causing you to fear putting work into this. You're afraid that nothing is going to come out of this. When I see the complete opposite, I see forward movement, I see growth, I see happiness, I see mirroring, okay? I see, you know, emotional offers. I see travel. I see progress. I see a union. Okay, I see a union. So be mindful. Okay, be mindful. Because you have something very real here, but what could be tainting it is the fact that you haven't quite let go of some past issues. So address those issues, and so that you and this person can move forward together. Okay, that's how you're going to get to this next stage of commitment with one another, whether that means moving in together, becoming exclusive, getting engaged, marriage, whatever that might look like for you. That's stability that you know you can have with this person, that's how you're going to be able to get to that level with them, is by letting go of what the past has told you about yourself and completely overhauling all of that and realizing that you are much more powerful than you know. And this person who you are with is actually mirroring everything to you. This other person that you're connecting with, Libra, very strong Aries, okay, very strong Aries, but could have Aries very strong in their chart regardless. This particular person that you are connecting with, this Emperor, could be any sign, this Emperor, everything you love about them, they are showing to you. All of the things you think you are not, they are showing you as your potential, okay? So this Emperor is your mirror, right? Twin flame, soulmate, whatever this soul connection feels like to you, this person in particular is your mirror. So when in doubt, look at all of the things you love about them and realize that that is exactly what you hold. Whether it's untapped potential or potential that you are currently tapping into, look to them when you need a reminder of everything that you can be, because you admire this person for a reason, and it's not a coincidence. All right? So Libra, I'm going to leave it here. All right, I love you very much, my friend. Please take care of yourself. For those of you that are connecting with Virgos, take a look at their reading, because it's high time. Okay, it's come down to the wire, and it's really coming down to the wire for you guys. All right, so otherwise, guys, I love you very much. Please take care. Be gentle with yourselves. This is the human experience. It's hard. It's hard. Okay, but that's all right. We've got this. Okay, that's why we're all here together. Our soul, you know, we are each other's soul tribe. Okay, this is why we are in union. This is why we've all crossed paths. We are here for one another. So do not be afraid. You are not alone in this. Okay, this is hard, but it's doable, more than doable. Okay, so Libra, I love you very much. Take care. I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to know where you are in your journey. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, my sweet, sweet Libra, mwah, kisses. I'll see you next time.